Joe Pugh for Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Joined us once again by Youssef Kamari. How are you, Youssef?
I'm doing good, you know. It's local. This is local to my house. I'm normally travelling hours and hours to get to press conference and weigh-in. It's walking distance for me, so I'm loving it, man. I'm good.
So obviously, we're here for Riyadpur Juma press conference. It's going on as we speak right now. Who do you pick for this one on Saturday night? Because it's a really good domestic level fight.
You know, it's an amazing fight. It's a fight that I think we've been starved of because we need more domestic clashes like this, you know. When I saw it made, I was like, yes, that's what we need. You know, Riyadpur, a lot of experience. Juma, a guy that's willing to go in there with anyone. It's going to be a good 50-50 fight. I haven't been excited for a fight like this in a while, so it's looking good. It's a good fight.
Do you back anyone in particular?
Nah, I'm 50-50.
Sitting on the fence there. Another great domestic clash, obviously, that got announced this week is Buatsi Richards. Another great fight, which we need for British boxing. I
know, another great fight. We seem to be getting better and better matchups, you know. And it's good for boxing, it's good for us, it's good for the fighters. Hopefully more can get made. That's another great fight, you know. You know, Craig Richards and Buatsi. Maybe a few years ago, you'd never think two people at that stage of their career would fight. But now it seems to be happening more often. So it's the right direction for the sport and, you know, more better fights for us to watch.
Definitely. Now let's get to you, Youssef. Obviously, we're about 5 months now since Castaneda fight. It didn't go your way that night. It was a close, entertaining fight. How do you assess yourself's performance with hindsight?
Oh, what, in the last fight? Last fight, you know, it was a good fight. I went in there, I stuck to the game plan really well. I thought I did enough to nick the fight, but the judges didn't think so. But you know what? I just take the positives from the fight. I learned from it. And went back to the drawing board. Me and my coach Xavier Miller were just working on getting better and improving, and whoever comes next is going to get it.
So what is next for you, Youssef? Obviously, it's now about the time where you start to be looking for your next fight. You want to be out in 2022. In an ideal world, what platform would you like to be on? Obviously, we've got Boxer, we've got DAZN, we've got BT Sports. What's best for you?
You know, I'd love to be on any. You know, they're both great platforms. It's great for boxing, it's great for the fighters. There's more opportunities for us. So either one, you know, I just want to be in good fights. For me, I just want to be in good fights. I look at my weight division and the super featherweights. No one's fighting each other. You know, it's a lot of rubbish right now. Zofa Barrett won a world title final eliminator recently, and now he's fighting for a European title. I mean, how can you win a final eliminator world title for a world title and then go fight a European title? Like, you scared of the world champion or something? What's going on there? I look at Joe Cordina, nothing's really going on. I look at Martin Ward, nothing going on. It's a bit boring, you know. Maybe they need me to go in there and spice up the division and have some good fights for the fans, because right now them guys up there ain't doing nothing.
So do you want these fights against the likes of Barrett and Cordina, because they're big fights in the UK?
I'd love to get in there, but the question is, would they? That's the big question. They seem to be ducking and diving. I mean, they seem to be fighting guys that they just pick out of nowhere. You know, guys from Argentina, guys from Mexico. When are they really gonna have a proper fight? I mean, would them not have got in with Castaneda? I think Kid Galahad bottled it with him about 2-3 weeks ago. He probably saw Castaneda's a lot better than what he thought he was, and thought, you know what, I don't want none of that, and bottled it, you know. But I'm willing to go in there with anyone. When they offered me that kind of fight, I went, yep, let's go. That excites me. When I saw he had a high KO percentage, when I saw he beat Ofer Jones in America, I said, that's the kind of fight I want to be in. That's the difference between me and these guys. You know, I've come up on the small hall scene. I've come up through selling tickets, doing everything on the small hall. These guys have had big TV backing from the start. If I had the backing they had, I'd probably be a world champion by now.
And obviously you mentioned Kid Galahad there, who's moving up to super feather, your weight division. Would you potentially like a fight with him?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd finish him off for good. If I get in there, one thing these lot need to understand about me, I'm not going in there, I don't play no games. I'm going there to take your head off, and, you know, if Galahad does get in with me, I'll take his head off. So if he wants it, come get it, man. Let's go.
Fantastic. And obviously you mentioned your coach Xavier Miller with Dillian Whyte, your management team. First of all, how's Dillian in training?
Do you know what? He's keeping it quiet, he's keeping silent, but I know he's working his ass off, and he's working to take off Tyson Fury's head, man, and break his face. And I have no doubt that's what he's going to do.
You had any contact with him in the past couple of weeks?
Not much, you know. I'm just leaving him to train, you know. I'm leaving him to focus. You know, I spoke to coach. Coach said camp's going really well, but I'm just letting them do their thing, man. Looking forward to fighting. That's going to be the biggest fight over this way in the heavyweight division for a long time, so I'm looking forward to it, man.
Will you be there on the 23rd of April, St George's Day, to cheer on Dillian?
I don't know, man. The ticket situation's a bit mad. I couldn't get a ticket, but, you know, hopefully I won't have to do no madness to get in. But
is that true, do you know, about the 6 tickets?
Yeah, I think it's true. I'm not sure, but that's the rumour going around, so possibly it is true, man, which is mad.
Brilliant. And if you got a last minute call up and go, look, we want you on the undercard for Dillian Whyte versus Tyson Fury, it's just under a month away, would you take that?
Of course, I take any fight. I don't say no to fighting. I love fighting. It's what I'm in boxing for. I think, you know what, I may be boxing in the wrong generation. I should have been boxing in the 90s or something when everyone was fighting everyone. So yeah, if they do call me to fight on the show, I'd go for it, man.
Finally, Youssef, you mentioned names, Zelfa Barrett, Joe Cordina, Kid Galahad. Give me one name you want to call out and tell this camera why you're going to beat them.
Do you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call out Kid Galahad, you know. I think you bottled it against Castaneda, and I think me and you will be a good fight, and I think I'll finish you off for good. So let's go, man.
Youssef Kamari, thank you very much for speaking to Boxing UK. Hopefully speak to you again soon.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me on.